Miss Yamina. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I wanted to do a video on flankers and my feelings on them. It's not a big deal, but I found a few flankers that I really love, and I just wanted to go through a few that I've tried, that I haven't tried, and a few that I will not try anymore. So first I would say Lancôme Idôle perfumes. I have all four of them now. So I started out with the original, which I received as a sample off of an Instagram post, and I love this perfume. All of these are generally have a rose as a top note, and I think a few of them have jasmine, and I like both of the intent, and I also like the original as well. And then I ended up purchasing Aura and the L'Eau de Parfum Nectar. So with these, I did a wear test at work, and I thought, let's see, so it turns out I like Nectar better, which does smell very similarly to the original, but my coworker likes Aura better because she thinks that Nectar smells a little too strong. To me, no, yeah, she thinks Nectar smells too strong, and to me, Aura smells stronger. It smells salty, and it turns out it does have, it took me a while, but it has a salty note in it, and I found out from trial and error that I really don't like salt in perfumes, unless I guess it's at the very bottom. But it has essence of rose, absolute of white jasmine, salted vanilla accord. And then yeah, so those are the main notes in this one, and that's the Aura one. And in the L'Eau de Parfum and Nectar, it is puffed rose accord, popcorn accord, bourbon, vanilla infusion, and yeah, so rose petals, Madagascar, bourbon, vanilla. So yeah, I definitely like Nectar a lot better. I don't smell the popcorn necessarily, and this is a scent I would wear year round. I'm actually wearing Idôle, the original, today, but I would wear this year round. And with the Aura, I'm going to wear it, and I guess fall is probably a better time to wear it because it does have, to me, a bit of intensity, unlike to my coworker. To me, this is a bit intense. I don't care for salt, but because it's mixed with rose and it's mixed with a particular, it's a flanker from a particular line that I do enjoy, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to get the fuller size, but I might get the fuller size of Nectar. So then the next one I want to talk about is I like the Chloé line, and I have Chloé the original, and then I have Rose Tangerine EDT, and then I actually had this on my loves list on Sephora for a little while, and then I ended up deleting it after I listened to a video from Soki London. She reviewed this and she said it smelled fresh, and I do not like fresh scents. Like, I don't like salt scents now. I don't like fresh scents. I don't like clean scents. Like, they smell good, but they're not something I would want to wear as a perfume. And this to me smells like bubble bath from Maison Margiela. I do not like the way that perfume smells for wearing it as a perfume. It's not a bad smell. This is not a bad smell. It's just too fresh and too clean for me. So I'm glad I was able to try this. I think, yeah, I was able to pick this as a free sample when I made a purchase on Sephora. So I was able to try it, and I was glad I was able to try it because, like I said, I had deleted it from my loves list, and the opportunity arose for me to try it out. So I don't like that one, and I would consider trying another I think there's quite a few. I think there's a few other flankers from Chloé, from the Chloé line, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. So with the case of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, that was a scent from a Sephora employee. That's one of their favorite scents. I asked them like 3-4 years ago like what their favorite scent was to recommend something to me, and I did not like the way that smelled. The only reason why I ended up trying this scent is because it was in a red bottle, and I mentioned before I don't actually like the shape of the bottle. I don't like the single shoe. If it was a double shoe, double heel bottle, that would be cute to me, but a single shoe is not cute to me. But because it was a red bottle and I read the note description, when I was able to get a sample of this perfume, I was like, oh, that smells good. So I actually really like the way it smells. It reminds me of Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. I haven't compared them next to each other, but I do have my sample still, and I do still have my Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. But I haven't compared them next to each other. It's just from memory. I think it reminds me of Eden Juicy Apple. So yeah, I really like this. I will eventually get a bottle. I tried a sample of the Glam one, and it smells okay. It's just a paper sample that I was able to try. I'm not really jazzed to really purchase it because I don't really like the heel thing. I don't like the single heel, so I'm not really jazzed to get it, but I definitely like this one, and I would get this if I don't end up getting a fuller size of Eden Juicy Apple. But yeah, so that as a flanker was an unexpected surprise because I don't even know what Carolina Herrera's Good Girl even has in it. I just don't like the way it smells. It's not my kind of scent. So the next one, I tried Georgie Amani's C. There's about one, two, three. I think there's three flankers, and the original. I tried Fiori, which is a pink bottled one, and I thought it was nice, but not enough that I wanted to get a fuller size of it and have it in my collection. I think I tried Passione, and I think I tried the original, but they weren't enough for me to get them in my collection and to keep them. I think I even gave away the samples that I had of all of the C's that I had, so I don't have those. And Black Opium EDP, I don't like the original perfume as a perfume for me to wear. I did get it as a hair mist. The perfume actually made me feel sick. It made my shoulders ache, and it gave me a bit of a headache. Made me feel nauseous. But I thought it was a pretty enough scent that I ended up getting hair mist. But as soon as I'm done with the hair mist, I'm not gonna repurchase it again. But I also think it's discontinued, at least on Sephora. I think it's discontinued, but I'm never gonna get it again. I'm kind of over it. I tried the flanker in the pink bottle, and I was like, nope, that smells too much like the original. So I won't be trying any more of the Black Opium. Just not really for me. The Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. I tried the original. Do not like it. It is too potent for me. And Ruby Orchid, I was able to try a sample of that. I had a mini sample that I actually decluttered. I do not like that one because to me it smells like the original, even though it seems to have less notes than the original does. But yeah, I will not ever try any more Flower Bomb flankers. And then the last one I want to talk about is Viktor Rolf's Bon Bon. I really love the way Bon Bon smells, and I would love to try flankers. Unfortunately, I never see that they have smaller sizes of the flankers available to try. They have travel sprays, but not of all of them, and not always available. And I definitely don't see any on the Sephora website. I think I've seen a few on the Ulta website that they have maybe one flanker. I think it's the intense version of Bon Bon, but I would like to try. I'm not really I'm not really interested in fresh versions 100% of perfumes unless it's not going to be too citrus heavy, because I love citruses. But when a perfume smells too fresh and citrusy, like, it does start to bother me a little bit. Like, I lose interest in it after wearing it too many times. I lose interest if it's too citrusy. So I want to try the other flankers of Bon Bon at some point, but I don't know if I'm going to have to buy a full bottle or if I can go to a perfume store. I went to our perfume store in town 2 Fridays ago, and they do not have a big selection of anything, and what they do have in the store, I either am familiar with the scent or they don't have enough in the bottle to sample to spray. They just have it as a display, and then I think they have like one bottle that's able to be purchased without having a bottle that they could spray something out of, so that you can get a sample of how it is. So that store is cute, but it's not super helpful. And then the Sephora at where I live is actually going to be shifting to a Kohl's, so I don't know if they're in the process right now, but at least October and November they won't be open. Maybe in November they will be open in Kohl's, but right now they're not open, and I haven't been in Sephora for like a week and a half because I knew they were going to be closing soon. They don't have a large selection of anything. They barely had any perfume up. So yeah, I don't really have easy access to Viktor Rolf, Bon Bon. I don't go into Dillard's. I don't know. I don't remember what Dillard's or Mac sells. I don't know. I don't remember if they sell other people's perfumes. But the Dillard's that has the Mac where I live, I don't really care for their employees' attitudes. So I won't be going in there. So yeah. So I don't know how I'll be able to try more Bon Bon flankers, but I would be down for trying those. But yeah, those are the flankers that I am interested in, not interested in. And if there's any flankers that come up that are in lines that I like I love My Way. I love one of my Instagram buddies has told me to try the Ralph Lauren's Woman flanker, which is intense. The only reason why I haven't tried it is because I don't have access to it, and I don't want to always have to buy something online to get a sample. Like, it just depends. If I can get an easy access sample that's not too expensive, like, great. But if I have to search for it, it's not really necessary for me, since I do already have the perfume that I like. But if a flanker comes out from a particular brand that I already have in my collection that interests me, I will definitely keep an eye out for samples, maybe purchase it, blind buy it, but I like samples a lot better. So anyway, that's my take on flankers. Let me know your take, if you have flankers that you like more than the original, or vice versa, and I will talk to you later. Bye!